are looking for US dollars, Presidency mocks Nigerians against social media regulation. Spokesman to President Muhammadu Buhari, Garba Shehu, has declared that Nigerians kicking against the regulation of social media were looking for sympathy and dollars from the US government and donor agencies. He said this at the weekend in Abuja during dinner organized by the press corps of the ruling All Progressives Congress, APC. He said social media has become a problem for many families because rights of women and children are being abused. There is a need to protect vulnerable members of society. Vanguard quotes him as saying, he said there's a need to protect minorities, whether tribal or religious, in our own country. So it makes sense that you, as media stakeholders, come around the Minister of Information and Culture and formulate the kind of regulations you want to, so that it is not that there is a top-bottom approach, so that government will not be accused of imposing a regulatory mechanism on social media. The minister is saying, come, sit down with me and let us talk about it. And I was told that the day he called on the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, they walked out on him. If that report is true, I think it is very unfortunate. I think we need to come around him and offer media-driven solutions so that at the end of it, this country will have a vibrant and effective social media communication system. At the same time, it is the one that does not drive children to addictions, and that it also protects consumers of media content from harmful invasion either of our privacy or addiction of children to some merciless commercialism that are profit-driven and are taking advantage of our own exposure to mass communication systems. I would like to appeal that please give serious consideration to some of these elements and see how the media in the country can work together with government to find communication solutions to purely communication problems. It is not political. The government has no reason to undermine or weaken the mass media. When you realize it, in countries where the mass media are being suppressed, where there is no freedom of expression and information, you find out that the media space tends to decline. It becomes smaller. Media houses close down, but the irony of what is happening in the country is that why some civil society groups are crying here that freedom of expression is being threatened, and in any case, we know why they were shouting, because they are looking for donors abroad who will send in US dollars for the protection of hate speech. That basically is a selfish thing. But in a country where we are expanding the media space, the last time we did, we licensed about 300 radio stations, and I am speaking to you now. And as I'm speaking to you now, this administration is processing almost 500 requests for radio stations. The media space cannot be expanded if it is being oppressed. A lot of our colleagues, I have seen them. Any editor who loses job today or senior journalist, you will see him set up a digital newspaper, and they are doing well. Many of them are prospering, which tells you that the media is not in any way constrained in carrying out its constitutional duties. So guys, these are the submissions of Garba Shehu, and like he said, they say those who are really against this social media regulations, they are looking for dollars from the US, so that in case if there's anything like a speech bill, they will be able to send them money. I don't even know the angle that he's talking from, whether he's talking is referring to all these social groups, all these social groups who always come out to say things that are not right, even at some point in time. He's referring to them. Of course, they are Nigerians, and I think it goes beyond that, because majority of Nigerians are saying no, you cannot do that, because they know what these people have been doing before now. Of course, it is good to regulate it and let us see how it's going to end at the end of the day. But in my own belief is that if somebody is always coming out to dish out a false information, in no time, if you come today, you bring you dish out a false information, tomorrow you do the same, just like that, people will know you for that, and nobody will, that person will lose respect, and lies will never go forever or for a very long time. I just remember the way they used to share some information on social media, most especially on WhatsApp. By the time you look at it thoroughly, and people are beginning to know that, oh, there are some videos that you just send, there are some publications you just send, people just look at it. No, this one cannot be. Instead of you trying to reshare it or try to duplicate it or send it out, you just like, delete it from your phone and beginning to know that, no, this one is not it. But what is happening now is that the reason why this government is really agitated or so concerned about this social media of a thing, because it's really exposing them, and that's why they're agitating. There are all this talk that, oh, they should meet with the Lai Mohammed, Minister of Culture and Information, that he heard that there was a day he called upon them. He called them to have a meeting with him, or to know how to, what and what to put together, to form this regulation that they worked out on him. You want to tell me that those journalists, they don't know what they are doing? So are they part of a civil society that is referring to that they are looking for donuts, or they are looking for dollars from a United States? I think because they have been hit now from the United States, that's why they are beginning to say a lot of things. But that being said, you can't tell me that those journalists who were in the meeting with the Minister of Information and Culture, that they are illiterate, that they don't know what is happening. Why would they want to get up? Of course, if you hear or ask them, they would tell you what really happened or what transpired in that meeting for them to have had left like that. So they should not come and tell us a cock and bull stories. Are they civil groups that have been fighting for, okay, we don't want all of these things? Everybody is saying from every corner, because we know the antecedents of this present government. They know nobody is going to just take whatever they say just like that. People are really looking at everything, even the good policies they might have in mind. People still have to touchlight it. People still have to like look at it in total before they will even take anything from them. Let alone that after looking at everything thoroughly, people just see that these people are not really, they are not really, they don't even have the interest of the masses at heart. But the next thing now is that, oh, because they are looking for whatever, so let them continue in their own deceit. And I'm sure with this statement, a lot of people don't really, they don't really like these comments that he made. He does not even really sync very well with them. Someone says, sir, women and children are abused not by an unregulated social media, by the absence of a well-articulated social welfare program with proper cardinal objectives. You can imagine where they really want to turn the whole thing, that because of social media, that children and women are being abused. And somebody saying no, because it is the absence of a well-articulated social welfare program. Yes, with proper cardinal objectives. The NUJ will run away from a parley with the Minister of Information because he still behaves like the propagandist of an opposition body. Nothing can be said that his ministry will not twist. The only minority I see in Nigeria needing social media control because it exposes them is the political office holders. Yes, just like I said, permanent secretaries, directors in government and of government agencies, top civil and public servants are more corrupt than the political office holders in Nigeria. Sir, betting companies and the social media are what is diverting the focus of youth and the unemployed. So this person say even the social media is making them not to even see the most of the atrocities committed by these government office holders and these politicians. So it's even to their advantage to a very large extent, because if there is no social media, definitely they will really come for you. They will really know what is happening, and that's why you say that most of all this program on all these reality shows, that is where most majority of youth really focus their attention on, and that's what this person is really talking about, which is really a good submission. Someone say, hold illiterate man, what did you know about violation of woman or abuse of vulnerable families? A chaotic man in politics. I don't blame you. Rather, Tinubu will gang you mediocrity in the government. Old fools that don't have anything to offer the masses, only lies and deceit. Why not declare war against bad rules and lack of industrialization in the country? Put Nigeria in another dimension, restructuring and powers to the state. You lazy politicians in Nigeria can't endorse such things, only to come after social media so you can hide your evil agendas from the masses. It can't work. Oh. Someone say your tenancy in Aso Rock will soon expire, so don't worry, 3 years is just around the corner. The ranting of a frustrated and mischievous image maker. Truly, what goes around comes around. Presidency is feeling the law of karma. They got to power through mischief using the social media. Now, they want to regulate it. No way. Someone say, a well done job, Mr. Garbage Shehu. We will keep on counting on your positive contributions to this government. Good Nigerians are proud of you. That's what somebody's saying. See, uncle, wait, I don't know if Score is worrying this man. Mr. Garbage Shehu, this is just the beginning. Have they also degenerated into mocking Nigerians? What a petty leadership demure. Why is it only those in government that are interested in controlling the social media? Someone say 3 years to go. This government has been rejected by Nigerians and the international community. Gaba, your time is up. I think your regime is demonic. I think something is actually wrong. It's all this spokesperson. Everything any one of them speak is just rubbish that comes out. Someone say, we no agree because he affects you. Oga Minister, you are clueless. Guy, please sit down. So guys, I just want to pinpoint on what somebody is saying, that the bad road, the things that are not working, the poverty in the land, you are not taking about it. You are not even coming up to even wage war against all of those things that are really troubling people. Now he's trying to say, oh, because of the social media, that's why women and children are abused. You can imagine that you guys are abusing Nigerians on a daily basis by even owing salaries, by not paying the minimum wage, by not even paying the workers as at when due, by not making infrastructure a thing that people can really see, by not doing the right thing, by taking all the money, assigning big salaries to yourself, governors getting double pension, getting all manner of allowances and pension for life. You are not against all of those things, but when masses just come at the little thing that they want to talk about, you say they shouldn't talk, they shouldn't do this. So guys, I would like to hear from you. Well, you think about what Shehu Gaba said, that they are looking for US dollars. People who are against social media regulation are looking for dollars from US, and that's why he's mocking Nigerians and all those donor agencies. Leave your comments below and let's learn from you. Thank you very much. Bye.